This video goes over how to query demographics based on a circle radius and how to do it for multiple radius at the same location. So I'm going to show you the way to do it in standard, and then kind of a hack that you can use pro to get them all at once. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type in my location in the address bar in the top left, and I find it here. Anytime you search for an address, you can click on the little circle here and put in your mileage, click add to map. So now we have our first circle, and if you want to summarize the demographics, then you can click this button, choose population, send it over, click next, and you have your value. I could then choose to export this and save it. And so when I do that, and open it up, it's going to look like this. So you're going to get your population and the value. What this doesn't tell you is what the radius is. So you could add the information in. So let's insert a column here. Just do demo pop and then radius. And so I could enter in number 1, and that's my value. I could then click on the point again, choose to do another circle, and this time I can do 2 miles. Click add to map. Now I have another color. I can change to a different color if I wanted to, and it's the same idea. I can click summarize, population, next, and it shows me my value. I could choose to export to file again, but that's just going to create another report similar to the one I've already done. So in this case, I'm just going to add in the value. So I'll do 33, 458, and then radius 2. And I can just keep repeating this process and just keep adding them manually to the spreadsheet. Once again, if you want to do it again, you just click on the point, click circle, and this time I'll do 3 miles, enter it to the map, change the color, summarize, next, and I can see the next one is 73,275, 73,275, radius 3. So that's one way I can go. I can manually do it. Another way that you can do it is with our pro version. It's kind of a little bit of a hack here. So what I've done here is I've created a spreadsheet. And you'll notice that I have the name, street, city, state, zip, and I threw in a radius column here. The hack part is that if I want 10 different radius around the same location, I'm just going to put in the address 10 times. And just the only thing I'm changing is the radius field. And we're going to use that with Pro, our next tier version. So I'm going to just click and get rid of some of these. Kind of start over here. And I'm just going to delete this point on my map and just kind of start fresh. So now that I have that spreadsheet with the 10 Walmarts listed at the same location, I'm going to go ahead and plot that. So I'm going to click Dataset, click Next, browse to my location, which I named 10 Walmarts, same location. And we just walk through the wizard. It identified those columns for me. And so I'm going to just click Plot. And what you're going to notice is once this is done plotting that we're going to have right here, this is where all of our 10 Walmart locations are. So if I click on the dot, I can see that there's 10 points plotted at the same location. The data window pops up, showing all the same location, just with a different radius. If I close the data window and never need to get back to it, I can click the data window at the end. So the next, I'm going to use a feature that's in our second tier product called Pro, and that's called Market Analysis. This can't be done with our standard. So in here, our bottom selection is Summarize Demographics. And this tool allows me to create, I can query population based on different locations. Normally you'd have 20 different locations, and then you could have a radius for each one, but that's why we're doing it all with the same location. So you could, if you wanted everybody to be the same, you could do this, but I'm going to choose radius in data column. And that comes back to my spreadsheet here, the radius column. And so I'm going to choose population. From that, I have to have just one color, so I'll just leave it as blue and click next. Click done. And so now I have my multiple rings on the map all at once based on my 1 to 10 mile radius, and then I have my population per location. So you can then choose to export, and that'll export that all together as one CSV file. And then if you want to, you can go into Excel and remove the name Walmart 10 times if it's confusing, because the information that you really want is this radius and population. If you have any questions, please let us know. Once again, this is in our pro version of our software. Thanks and have a great day.